There it is. Went ahead and bought this 1971 GMC Carryall, aka Suburban, right now. It's pretty rough. It's basically the exact same condition the wagon was when I got it. So that's fine. Fun thing though, the brake lights don't work and there's no headlights. But if I use the headlight switch, it'll activate the running lights. So that's every time I stop, I'm gonna reach for the headlights to turn on the running lights so it looks like I have brake lights. And the headlights are all burned out apparently. So that's it. It has a 4-speed with a granny first gear. Small block Chevy in it. Seems to run okay. The brakes are a little twitchy, but hey, probably hasn't been driven at all. So we're gonna drive it from here in Riverside back to Norco and see if we make it in one piece. What could go wrong? I'm gonna try and drive the street too, because I'm not really sure how roadworthy this would be to take on the freeway right now. So, but a little quick inside. It's a 3-door because there's only 2 doors on that side. You enter from the side, from the curb side. No door on this side. And it's got cargo doors. Fun fact, apparently GMCs didn't have steel back there like on the Suburbans. So this actually has wood. That's the thing they did with these. And I don't have a second row of seating yet, so I need to find that. So if anyone out there has a second row for this, 1967 to 1972, get at me. DM, whatever, email, leave a comment. I need that seat. So, yeah, it's pretty much what I imagine it being like. I like it. This is my tow rig now. So let's see if we can make it home. Well, so far so good. None of the gauges work. Speedo does work. Has a weird howling coming out of that corner. Makes me wonder if the wheel bearings are bad on that wheel. Should probably check that wheel to make sure it's even tight. So yeah, but it seems to be okay. Driving seems to be okay. That weird sound. It could just be wind going past the door seals that are probably non-existent. That's what I'm hoping it is. I mean, it doesn't really matter to go through the whole thing anyways, but it's pretty enjoyable. It does bounce a lot because there's no weight in it right now, but it's a cool car or truck. Or actually a station wagon. It might be considered a station wagon. So I enjoy it. I think it's fun. So we can just keep going, making sure we get to where we need to go. This is awesome. I love this thing already. It's great. It smells. It's totally got faults in it already, but I'm so stoked on it. I don't know what it is. I guess because the whole plan is to take something that's been sitting for a really, really long time and start driving again. I think that's what it is. I think it's, I don't know. I guess that's what it is. I just like the idea of taking something that has been driving and getting it back on the road again and have fun with it. It doesn't have to be pretty, because it's not going to be pretty, but this thing's great. I love it. And I've got a clutch in. I should have done granny first gear. It crawls. It's great, but this thing's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, the throw on this shifter is insane. I'm used to the 55, but the shifter's so close. Yeah, not on this. It's like 3 miles between shifts. It's crazy, but this is great. So, anyways, I should get back to driving, not doing anything ridiculous. So, let's try granny gear. There you go. That's granny gear. That's fully hot rodded granny gear. It's like 5 miles an hour. Your second. Thing's beaut. Love it. So we'll check back in when I get to the house. Well, I made it home with absolutely no problems actually. I put a little bit of gas in it. It was actually a full tank, so it didn't really need anything. So yeah, let's look at this beast. Door sounds good. We'll get a little more in depth with it now. And here it is. Oof. There's no temperature gauge? No temperature gauge on it. Gas gauge doesn't work. Speedo does work, so no headlights, no tail lights. We're gonna look at that probably right away. I need brake lights at least. Headlights, I think they could just be burned out, or the switch is bad. Or not even hooked up to the switch. It might not even be the switch. Might not be hooked to the switch at all. So let's go into the motor real quick. Small block. He was saying it's a 350. I'll have to look at those heads. They think it could even be original motor still, which would be pretty crazy. It does start up right away, which is really nice. So that's cool. It just, you barely hit the key and it goes. It's still got a points distributor right there, which I'm definitely gonna get rid of because points suck. I haven't had a points distributor in almost 30 years. So yeah, definitely getting rid of that. It seems like this wheel was kind of howling a little bit, but it seemed to stop. I thought maybe it was just getting some wind past this. Gotta love that. Oh yeah, that goes right into the, oh, okay. That makes sense why it's rusting in there. That hole, that's fine. Yeah, makes sense why it's rusting, because that hole on the outside. We'll fix it, it's no biggie. Yeah, I guess you know what? I think it was the wheel howling, but it doesn't seem to be an issue right now, so it must either worked itself out, or the wheel's about to fly off. Who knows? It's fine. We'll figure it out. Oh, shouldn't even touch that. Now it's not even gonna sit in the track. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's awesome. What do you want? It's from 71. Oh yes. Probably will paint the inside to match the outside. Huh. I like it. This thing's awesome. Getting a seat cover for this, not a problem. We'll check out the door. Doors in the back. The cargo doors are cool. Here you go. You open them up like this. And then, if you go all the way like that on both sides. So you bring it in, and you go all the way out. This, and then that opens all the way. So then you can actually put anything you want inside the back because it opens all the way up. Yeah, it leaks. It rained today and there's water in here, so I better drill some holes, let that drain. I am curious about tail lights and stuff, but I'm probably gonna have to rewire the whole car anyways, just because. Kind of like this too. I guess there was a fire at one point. Someone caught something on fire. Oh yeah, I went right through it. Awesome. So there you go. Another project. But I can't wait. It's sick. So pumped on this thing. Quadrajet. First Quadrajet I've ever owned. Interesting. Bald tires, rattle can paint job. Perfect. So perfect. I hope I have a little bit of time right now to look at the GMC a little bit. Thought the brake light switch was the problem, but we didn't have brake lights. The switch was bad, so I got a new one. That wasn't it actually. The wire is actually dead after the fuse block, so it probably I was gonna jump a wire straight from the brake light switch all the way over, but it has no fuse on it. That's not a good idea. So just gonna research the wiring on this to get the brake lights working. We do have headlights, but they're only, it's weird. You have to like Fonzie it, like you just like start tapping it like this and they'll come on. So obviously it's got a bad connection, maybe ground, I don't know. It's something. So, but not reliable for sure, because they'll come on, they'll go off. It's probably corroded. So I'll go through all that stuff. So at this point, basically it's wiring. So I'll research the wiring on this. Maybe I'll just get a loom for the back half of it. And then I will just look into these, because I don't know, they don't look like anyone's actually touched it and cut into it very much. It could just be corrosion. Definitely know that the dimmer switch for the high beams is faulty, so that could be also another reason why it doesn't work. So probably just getting a new dimmer switch would be good, because the dimmer switch right here, you should be able to click it on and it sets it up to have the high beams on. You click again the low beams. Right now the only way you have headlights is if you get, and sometimes it will click on and sometimes it won't click at all. So this is shot. The brake light switch was right here, and they had, I don't even know which wire was going to. I think this wire was going to it with these awesome wire nuts, and this was going to this brake controller, which is hydraulic actually, and it was jumped into this, the brake light switch. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe that's what the problem was, because they kept cutting the sheathing off. That wasn't it. But the new brake light switch functions properly, but between this wire going into the fuse block and going out of the fuse block up into here, dome light works, which is cool. I cut it back a little bit. I tested the wires right here. I just cut back the sheathing a little bit, right there, and they're dead. So it's from a fuse block. So I might just do a fuse block and rewire it, or I might just rewire the entire thing. I guess if you guys want to see this on staff inspection, I'll keep going. Leave a comment, I don't know, let us know. I'm gonna keep working on it anyway, so. Just what I needed, another project. That's okay. It's rad though. So hopefully next time you see this, I'm just cruising it on the freeway. Hopefully.